You've been probably wondering why your LFG Pantheon runs have been the worst thing imaginable. Oh, I'm here to tell you. I got all the reasons right here. Let's just jump right in. First reason why it's awful is because it's free. And I'm not saying like free update bad, right? You know, free update good, okay? But free Pantheon? Eh? Like, don't get me wrong, the idea on paper, right? Oh yeah, free-to-play players can get DLC, raid, loot, and all that. That sounds cool until you realize that LFG is going to be hell. The only things they could possibly know at all are these things right here. They're not looking up guides or anything to the new raids that are going to be on there. They don't know anything. They're not going to look up anything. They're too lazy to do anything anyway. So you're pretty much going to be screwed in that aspect. You know, maybe you can farm Golgoroth. That's probably your best bet, I guess. But a full run of Pantheon, good luck, buddy. Anyway, next one reason is that new lights and returning players are coming back. Yeah, just all the noobs, I guess. They're thinking, oh, you know, I just got back into, you know, what, you know, no. Basically, what happens is you got people coming in with like trash loot, essentially, no good gear whatsoever, no raid experience. They think that it's some kind of like introduction to raids, and that's just not the case at all. I don't know where they got that information. For everyone watching this, is boss rush mode essentially, like an actual challenge. Yeah, right here, like the enemies are going to be slightly stronger than you. Oh, sorry, here. The enemies are going to be stronger than you. It's got some modifiers to help you get through it, of course, but, you know, it's a challenge. There's going to be more ads. The ads are going to hit harder, and you're going to need weapons to do more damage because the boss is going to have more health. Sorry, it's just how it is. Also, some people thought, at least one guy thought it was something like, just fight the mini bosses or something, like it's preservation. I don't know what's up with that. Again, I don't know where they're getting this information from, but I'm here to tell you that is not what it is. There are actual raid encounters that you actually have to do stuff in. Which kind of brings me to my third point, and that's the lazy people, who are also just kind of like, you know. They see that it's in the into the light section, they're like, oh, I must be able to just get free carry, like, you know, I'm sorry, I must be able to get free loot just, you know, from free carries and shit. I don't have to do anything. No. You actually have to do stuff. Like, maybe like 5 people actually know what to do. Maybe you can put on ad clear for the most part. But like, you still gotta know like how to do damage and shit. And I can't even do that. Like, just in Golgoroth, you know, I was trying to get people some Golgoroth stuff. I thought it'd be kind of fun to help people out on that, but no. It would not shoot the bubbles down, and it was over before it even began, essentially. And, well, let's get to the fourth point now. And that's no checkpoints at all. No checkpoints means you have to do it all in one run. No checkpoints means toxic people are going to screw you over. Just the last couple of days, I've already heard so many times that they got screwed over because some guy is toxic, the host kicks him. It's just, no. No. That's just awful. Bungie, I get it, right, Bungie? It's supposed to be like a challenge. But the people are, one, stupid, and two, are just evil, really. And you, of all people, should know that, Bungie. When you say you weren't bringing Twilight Garrison back, you know what happened? Remember? They sent death threats to you guys. That's what happened. So, of course, it's going to be a terrible idea for no checkpoints. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I wish this community be all great, you know, 100% wholesome, whatever, but that's just not the case at all. LG is the worst thing imaginable right now. I mean, seriously, I've been raiding since D1. This has been the worst LG experience ever. That's how bad this is. So, I don't know. Hopefully, someone watches this later down the line or something. They're like, hey, maybe if I'm new to the game, I shouldn't jump into it. You know, just a thought. You know, maybe if I don't have any good loot, any good gear, or whatever, you know, maybe I shouldn't jump into Pantheon. And even with people already experienced, this goes to my final reason right here. Even if you have some raid experiences, you know, you're not gonna have all of it apparently. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some people out there, you know, like me, I like to do all the raids, you know, I know I have experience in all of them. But even if you put a post up saying know what to do, they'll only know like half of it at most. Every time I switched encounters on one of my runs, there's always like a guy or two saying, oh, I don't know anything about this raid, or this raid sucks, you know? So, just the chances of your team knowing every single mechanic in all the raids, apparently that's super slim. And I mean, I don't blame them, I guess, right? I mean, like, you know, it's been years. You know, this game's been going on for a while, and of course the DLC. This game's known to be expensive. I mean, recently there was a sale and all that, but whatever, right? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about, yeah, at the time. Yeah, the game was pretty expensive. So I don't blame people, right? But you gotta just let people know. Just, I don't know, man. It's awful out here. Hopefully, you know, some people watch this, like I said earlier, hopefully, you know, people realize, hey, maybe I shouldn't jump into this if I am new. And if you do have raid experience, and if you think you're ready, at least do some research first. Like, especially if you're a free-to-play player. Like, yeah, you can have King's Fall experience, right? That's the first encounter, go rough. You'll probably make the first encounter go by smoothly. Sorry, a little hydration break there. Anyway. Yeah, you can make the first encounter go by easily. But if you don't have any, like, you know, experience with anything else, you're gonna make it hard for everyone else. If you could at least, like, look up a data video or something about the raids or the Pantheon or something, like some kind of like little breakdown about what's going on there, that'd be great. And no, that's not what this video is, I'm sorry. I don't really teach raids on my channels. That's just not what I do. There's already like a bunch of guides anyway, so there's no point. But that's all I'm saying though. There's already a bunch of guides. Please do some research about something you're gonna do that's anything raid related from now on. Especially Final Shape when that comes out. You know, the whole whatever the raid's gonna be. I don't know, but if you don't do any raids at all, like if you're not experienced in raids, do some research first. I usually tell people, like, hey, if you want to start doing raids, start with Vault of Glass. This is super easy to learn. I mean, it's super easy to get carried too. You don't really have to do much until, like, towards the end, really. It's mostly just fight ads. And if you do want to learn mechanics, great. You know, please actually try to learn mechanics. Because if you just stick to ad clear for the rest of your life, you're gonna be like the guy that ended up in my Planets LFG, just screaming at me because I asked him to do fucking mechanics. It's just so stupid. Sorry, that's just been really on my mind lately. Just the guy screaming at me over just a little thing they had to do in a calendar. Like, what to do? Like, get over it, dude. Seriously. Sorry if I sound toxic or elitist or whatever, but yeah, it's just what I've been having to deal with lately, and it's just... Alright, it's not just me, obviously. Everyone on LFG, you know, it's just been dealing with crap on LFG. But, yeah, I gotta get this out here, let people know. Anyway, yeah, if you can relate, if you like the video, definitely drop a like or subscribe. What's that thing that makes the like button, like, glow up? Smash that like button or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it worked. We'll see.